Your next opportunity in crypto, is it going to be the meme coins or the blue chip coins? We're going to be talking about that in today's episode. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. Like always, 5x5 here in Dubai. I hope you're doing well. And we're going to be talking about where to put your money with everything pumping, and you've missed the boat and you want to get on this boat. How do you get on this ride right now? Should you get on this ride right now? We're going to be talking about that in today's episode. And if you're interested in getting on the ride, well, you got to get on board to an exchange. And if you don't have an exchange, you might as well start with bybit.davincej15.com. Links are in the description below. Also, okx.davincej15.com is a good one. And 2bit.davincej15.com, also a great exchange. So head over there. Okay, with that said, let's get on with the news. One of the key news articles is why is Bitcoin surging from CNN? Oh my God. So anything these guys say, it's probably not true, right? So take it with a grain of salt. This is the mainstream media. This is the worst stream media. Is the CNN, the Cartoon News Network. Try to avoid reading what they have to say and always try to read between the lines because they are trying to mess with your head. BlackRock applied in June to register a Bitcoin spot ETF, which is pending approval. The company is the largest provider of ETFs in the world, managing trillions of dollars of assets. A BlackRock Bitcoin ETF would give cryptocurrencies a new sense of legitimacy. Like, you know what? I believe Bitcoin is already a legitimate currency because it's a mathematically sound one. The only difference is whether you realize it or not. Because you could say that 1 + 1 = 2 is illegitimate, right? And believe that. But it doesn't mean that it's true, right? That it always remains true. It's only when you realize, oh yeah, that's right, that is true for you, then it becomes true for you. But it was always true. So I hope you get that. You get that, right? Bitcoin is already legitimate. You just haven't realized it yet. Okay. This listing in the DTCC doesn't mean that the fund has actually been launched or that it will inevitably happen, as said Samer, market analyst at the online brokerage at xs.com. However, it appears a part of BlackRock's preparation to launch the ETF soon. So what's happened here, what CNN is trying to tell you in a short term, is that the reason why Bitcoin has launched to 35K is because, BlackRock is showing off that, hey, you know what, they're going to launch this ETF no matter what. So we're better buy because BlackRock's getting in. So it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I want you to come here for a second. Come here. Here's a little secret. The government's going to come out and say, no, there isn't going to ever be an ETF, and the price will drop. But that's a lie too. So that's coming. Mark my words, right? I bet you that's coming. All right. Let's get back to the news. Okay. And we'll get on to where should we invest our money? What assets is good? What's out there that we can buy that's going to do well? Well, its influencer market model says Bitcoin price will hit 1 million in 2025. Interesting. It doesn't show the model here, but you know what? Honestly, whether it hits $1 million or not, Bitcoin is. I'm going to show you something about that. Bitcoin is about to do extremely well, just in the short term, and in the long term, continue to do well. All right, and I'm going to show you that in the TA part of this episode. So stay tuned and watch what I have to show you in the technical analysis. Pomp, right? This guy's a famous Bitcoiner. Bitcoin is the most disciplined central bank in the world, says Anthony Pompliano on probably CNBC. Yes, absolutely. Right? Math actually is the most disciplined central bank because, simple math is an absolute. And although you can get into complex math also is an absolute. There are certain things in our world are absolutes, and mathematics is one of them. And that's what Bitcoin provides. You know for sure what the end result is going to be when you hold Bitcoin. Eventually, people are going to realize it. Just like people eventually realize, hey, you know what? It's better to use a car than a horse and buggy. At first, people didn't believe it. But they did get to realize that, yeah, that'd be better. And same with electricity. At first, people didn't believe it. But then they realized, using electricity to light my home is better than gas. Duh. And you're going to have that dumb moment. People are going to have that dumb moment eventually with Bitcoin. And guess what? You are here first. You're here before them. All right. With that said, I have to say the obvious choice, right, is clearly here on Bitcoin. But let's talk about the TA for the short term, and then we'll go on to the long term. Well, you can see that Bitcoin is going sideways. We didn't see the blast off. There was a little bit of a takeoff here, and it got you all excited and smacked you back down. Especially, this is basically for all those people who have high leverage, right? Stick with the lower leverage, right? In this particular run, you'll do well. You don't want to have Bitcoin because it's known to do some crazy stunts. Where you could see Bitcoin might just tear you a new one and just drop all the way down here, right? You don't want that to happen, and you lose 10% and then it comes back up. So that's always a possibility with Bitcoin. Do not use high leverage on Bitcoin, even though things are very, very, very bullish here at this point. Ethereum, it has the same situation happening. It's very bullish. In the short term, we could see Ethereum breaking to the $2,000 mark easily in the next little while. We are consolidating here on the 4-hour, so expect another explosive move up to the $2,000 mark. Another wipeout move could happen, not so much in Ethereum, but it's also a possibility. All right, so with that said, you want to know, okay, which altcoin here should you buy? Because Bitcoin's too expensive. Is it Shiba Inu? Is it Pepe? Right? Is it Link? Well, you know what? Honestly, guys, you know what? You know what time it is. Any of those coins are probably going to do well in dollars, but not as well as Bitcoin is about to do in the next weeks to come. This is a clear indication of a breakout all the way to 60%. So that means on a balance, whether you're buying Ethereum or Shiba Inu or Pepe, Bitcoin's going to beat them. And you can see that as we switch the settings here to dollars to Bitcoin. And it has beaten most of these coins. Now, will it continue that way? No, it will not. Some of these coins will pump higher and surpass Bitcoin. You see some of them already has, but not all of them, right? It can't be all of them. It can't, because this dominance is going to wreak havoc against Bitcoin, meaning that most of these coins are not going to do well. So when you buy one of these or a few of these, you might not have as much upside as you would if you had just purchased Bitcoin. So with that said, I'm going to close this off by saying, hey, it's really clear and simple. It's not the altcoins like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Litecoin, right? All of them that are going to do well are going to do well still in dollar terms, right? But they're not going to do as well as Bitcoin. And you can buy a small amount of Bitcoin and own a small amount of Bitcoin It's really simple. Just head over to some of the exchanges that I've mentioned in the description, lower in the description below. okx.davincij15.com, 2bit.davincij15.com, or even bybit.davincij15.com in order to get some crypto. And you'll be part of something bigger than yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.